Skyzone.Society.
Yo, what's going on to all my sports peoples out there? It's your favorite sports podcast.
Yeah.
But if you don't know the name, let me put you on game. It's the Zone Sports Podcast, you know what I mean? On one half of your host, your boy Big V, you know what I'm saying? Here with my guy, my friend, one half of the show, my other host, man. Tell them who you be, my G.
What's up, Big Vito? It's your boy Corey, never telling the same old tired story. It's your boy COOL, always wondering what the hell is going on with my voice. Yo, it's your boy Cool C, never dated a floozy. To all those who are watching us out here in YouTube land, we got the sign out for you in the back. Yo, it's your boy Corey, Big Vito. What's happening? What's up, brother?
Man, everything is good. You know what I mean? My guy under the weather, but he pulling through for the sake of the show. I appreciate that. You know what I mean? Yo, before we jump into all this great sports talk that we got to get into, let them know who we sponsored by, Corey. Sponsored by my brand, Skyzone.Society. Make sure you shopping at Skyzone.Society.BigCartel.com. It's getting hot, man. Look, we got the jogging shorts over there. We got the ill t-shirts. We got the hats. You know what I mean? Go over there and get you something. You know what I mean? Get your crib smelling nice. We got candles too. Yo, like we said, man, my guy, his voice is out. You know what I mean? He just, he experiencing, the dad life, the part of the dad life where when the child get a little bit, you know what I mean? He gonna get a little bit.
I hate it.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Welcome to fatherhood, man. Like I was telling my man off air, I just went through that same thing a couple weeks ago when we couldn't pod. I was so congested, you know what I mean? Because I caught whatever my kids had at school. So I guess now it is just your turn, Corey.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm glad that we didn't do this like on a Monday or a Tuesday. Cause I sounded real jacked up then. I mean, it felt like a sponge was rammed up my nose. Now I just sound horrible, but kids in daycare, man. What you gonna do?
Man, I'm glad to see you, man. I'm glad you were here. You here in the flesh with us,
I'm right here. We still here.
We still here,
I'm
man.
gonna get my Jada Kiss raspy on. I'm gonna get it on.
Okay.
It's still here.
Okay. You know what I mean? We got some things in the sports world we got to get to, but you know how we starting the show off with that what the hell segment. Yo, Corey, tell the people who the segment brought to you by, man. Brought to them by. Tell them, man.
It is brought to you by me. Solo, me, brainchild of the Big Vito Corleone. I just take the torch and I run to it. It is co-sponsored by my beautiful, lovely, germaphobe daughter who keep giving me stuff week after week. My beautiful Corey. I love this girl, but she killing me, literally. That's who is co-sponsored by Big V. But you know what, man? You get sick. I get sick.
Yep.
Our respective wives get sick. Our kids get sick. But Big V, you know who's sick right now?
Who, man?
I hate this. I hate this because I love her. I do love her. I don't care what nobody say. I love this woman. Dr. Jill Biden. Now you may say, hey, man, this ain't no show about politics, Big V. Oh, I'm glad you said that because this ain't about politics in terms of Democrat or Republican. This ain't nothing dealing with the abortion bill, Big V. This ain't about the filibuster. This ain't about fricking and fracking, whether we should bring in oil from Alaska. This ain't about Donald J. Trump. This ain't about none of that, Big V.
Okay.
I got a new nickname for her, Big V. You want to hear it? Here it go. Dr. Jilly, who is not from Philly. Dr. Jilly, who is not from Philly. This is how I'm going to refer to her throughout this segment.
Okay.
Now, Big V, I just started getting into women's college athletics and really the WNBA in 2020. I ain't going to act like I've been down since.
Right.
I haven't. I kept bits and pieces. I've always been open and honest about that. And I don't know if it was just the more time at home where I start to watch other games when March Madness isn't on, because I love how the schedules are, where it's like for the most part, the men, they do the Thursday from Friday, I'm sorry, Thursday through Sunday, where the women, they kind of start like maybe Friday and some cases on the Saturday, and then they'll overlap onto the off days for men. So in other words, men Thursday through Sunday, well, you might catch a game from the women's national NCAA tournament like on a Monday and a Tuesday, whatever. So I kind of like how they schedule that. Big V, Dr. Jilly for Philly. Let me quote her. Let me quote Jilly, who's not from Philly. This is in regards to the women's national championship game, which totally got overshadowed by a whole bunch of other crap that we're going to get into.
Mm-hmm.
But Dr. Jilly, who's not from Philly, stated the following: I know we will have the champions come to the White House, Big V. We always do. So we hope LSU will come. Dr. Jilly, who's not from Philly, said on this past Monday, Big V. But I'm going to make sure to tell Joe Biden, President of the United States, that I think Iowa should come to because they played such a good game. Big V. Now, this statement was made while Dr. Jilly, who's not from Philly, was speaking on Title IX. And I respect Title IX. I think any normal human being should respect Title IX. And I get the whole deal of the inclusiveness that she wanted to do. And on the face of it, not knowing anything about anything, may say, well, what's the big deal about that? Well, there's a few big deals about it, Big V. It's a couple of big deals. First of all, let's not even go the female route. Let's not go the black and white route quite yet. Let's just keep it at its face. Big V, ever since you've been born, ever since I've been born, ever since, hell, our great-grandfathers have been born, only the winners go to the White House, Big V, after
Only.
championship.
Only.
Now, you are a father of two girls, right?
Right.
I am a father of a very germacious, I don't even know if that's the word or not, but a real germy daughter that's downstairs right now. And there ain't too much we wouldn't do for our girls under reasonable circumstances. And I do get the plight that women's sports, it's not where men's sports are. You see it in women's soccer, right? Mm-hmm. You definitely see it in the WNBA, mm-hmm. where they have to go overseas to get paid worth anything, right? You definitely see it in college sports. And to me, I don't know what it was about this year where it was just an awakening of women's college basketball in sport. And I think it's beautiful. I love that. I've never been more into women's college hoops than I've been in the past 2 years. And I think it is wonderful, Big V. So, on the face of it, it's like, well, yeah, they played a good game. Well, hold on, man. Hold on. Time out. Now, I would argue that Caitlin Clark played a great game. I think Caitlin Clark is the best college basketball player, men or women, bar none. I think she is a truly great player, not good, but great. And you know what, Big V? I'm going to jump out there and I don't care what nobody got to say about it. She is very Steph Curry-ish. And the way that she shoots, she pulls up past half court, and you better guard her, Big V. You better guard her, or she going to drain one in your face. Kind of like how Steph Curry does. If you're doubting that, I may give you a little bit of a pass because you don't watch women's college basketball. And I admit, I don't watch a lot of it like I should. I do watch the Lady Tar Heels when they play, when they're actually on TV, which is a whole nother ball game for women's sports, is what we were just talking about. So on the face of it, what's the big deal? Play hard. Well, Big V, that won't necessarily a close game. It won't close at all. So I'm not sure, Dr. Jilly, who's not from Philly, what good game you saw. I saw a dominant performance in Caitlin Clark. I saw a good performance in Asia Reese, and I saw another excellent performance for her castmates, teammates or whatnot. But it was a basically dominant game. It was almost reminiscent of the men's games. We'll get into that later. So let me get this straight. We're just coming off the heels of the Super Bowl, Big V, with Project Patrick Mahomes and Philadelphia, going down to the wire. We done had the past couple of Super Bowls, Big V, where the said losing team maybe only lost by like 3 to 5 points. Nobody ain't ever said we're going to invite the loser to the White House, Big V. You want to know why? Because they lost. Now, I know I'm going to stir the pot with this a little bit, and I really don't care. Now, you raise your kids how you see fit. I'm going to raise my daughter how I see fit. That's just the way it goes. And if she ever get into athletics, really it's more of a life lesson, but I'm going to keep it in sports because this is a sports show. You know, bottom line, if you didn't win, you lost. Now, let me be clear with that. I'm not going to treat you like a loser if you came in second place or third place. I'm not saying that. But first is where you really get your heels in. I'm not that whole participation award type deal, Big V. Now, I don't mind her losing long as she brought it, right? And if she brought it, hey man, we can still go out and grab ice cream. I ain't gonna say you can't get no ice cream if you don't. I'm not going that far. There's levels and limits to everything, Big V. But the way I look at a whole bunch of things, whether it's the March Madness tournament, whether it's the Super Bowl, if you lose at the Super Bowl, you're just the last person to lose because you lost, right? You can't get the trophy. You can't go to the White House, Big V. You can't have that sad parade. You can't because you lost. Now, I will also teach my daughter that unless you come in first, and even if you do come in first, you still got work to do. So I can understand you getting frustrated that you lost, right? But just understand this. I'm going to teach my daughter, let that be the fuel to motivate you to get to first place or to win said competition. I don't care if it's a spelling bee. I don't care if it's volleyball, basketball. I don't care what it is. This is just in life. If you didn't come in first, you lost. You know, now we can still, I'm also a man of enjoying the journey, right? And taking that journey. But Big V, you can't sit up here and invite somebody to the White House for that. You can't do it. Big V, you know, now let's get to the racial component of it. You know, Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, they are two unofficially elected officials in this war that done started. Because I think both of them are personally fine with one another, right? Caitlin Clark, and first of all, let me clear something up real quick. And I'm glad that my guy, John Cena, came out and said this in his interview. Yeah, the whole "you can't see me" thing.
That's Tony Yayo. That's Tony Yayo.
Tony Yayo of said
Yayo.
In the So Seductive video back in 05. It is not John Cena. John Cena, but everybody keep referring to it. Oh, she did the Cena. She did the Yayo.
She did the Yayo.
I hate that. As a hip-hop head, that grinds my gears, Big V. Okay, so during this segment, I'm going to refer to the Cena as the Yayo. Okay? Sorry, go back and look at his video. John Cena even told you when he was spitting Thugonomics back in 03. Okay? Anywho, you know, trash talking, Big V, has been a part of sports ever since I can remember, on any level. From you playing rec ball, right? You playing in high school, you playing in somebody's backyard, Big V. And you know what, man? And especially in basketball. Like, yo, if you hit a three on you, the first thing I'm going to throw up is, I'm going to do the Carmelo Anthony because I can't play sports. I stink at sports. So you best believe if I hit a jab in your face, that's what I'm going to do. Do I mean any ill will towards it? No. But, you know, Angel Reese, man, there was a part of me that was kind of like, damn, man, you know what? You won. You got her. Like, you got Iowa and Caitlin Clark, man. Like, you good. Like, I saw you the first 3 times that you did it, you know? And this was just me watching the game because I didn't see Iowa against Louisville, Big V. I didn't see, I'm not about to sit over here and watch Iowa, men or women's, during regular season. I'm not going to see that. But then let me bring you up to par with the great Monica McNutt who works for ESPN. And I was like, oh, Caitlin Clark been doing this all season. I said, wrong? All season? Oh. So the way that it's portrayed is that Angel Reese was just going crazy, but then Caitlin Clark been doing the same thing. So see, that's that energy we talking about, Big V. Because see, I just said, if I shoot a 3 on you, and you my man, you shoot a 3, I expect if you yoke on me to do something, it's fun. And I want to give Caitlin, because she's America's sweetheart, and she didn't ask to get put in this position. This is again the unelected officials that we're doing here, Big V. You know, she actually came out in support of Angel Reese, talking about she don't like all the criticism that she's been getting because I do the same damn thing. So I'm up here like, well, if Angel Reese, aka the Bayou Barbie, don't have a problem, Caitlin Clark don't have a problem with it. What are we doing here? And then Jilly from Philly, you gonna sit up here and say you're gonna want Iowa State to come? But see, let me tell you how stand up Iowa State. I know they catch a fight. I ain't gonna be like that, man. Iowa State said they would respectfully decline that invite if it was to come to fruition, right? Now, let me also respect the other position of the Bayou Barbie Angel Reese. She was like, oh, we ain't going to the White House. We ain't going, Big V. We gonna holler at the old mamas because we ain't studying your little apology. Jilly from Philly, not from Philly, excuse me. We don't accept you. We reject that. We reject that. We ain't gonna go. And so, Big V, I'm gonna wrap by saying this. You know, I don't think, me personally, I don't think this was racially motivated by Dr. Jill Biden. Jilly, I don't. Now, could it be unintentional? Maybe. I don't know what's in her heart. I don't know these people. I don't know anybody. I don't know. But all I got to say is, Jilly, not from Philly. What the hell, man?
Mm, mm. That was very, very, very well said, Corey. It really was, man. I echo a lot of that. You know, when I first got word of what Miss Biden had said, Corey, it damn near turned my stomach.
Okay.
Is Corey, look, man, I'm gonna just keep it plain. You lost. Losers don't go to the White House.
No.
End of story. And it is just a shame that, you know, that competitive sportsmanship has turned into this. You know, we gonna just jump into the next segment. You know,
Let's do it.
Angel Reese versus Caitlin Clark. We're gonna keep it here. Corey, this thing has become racial. Let's just call it what it is.
Yeah.
But I want to keep it on. I want to keep it on Miss Biden for a second, and this is why this turned my stomach. Not only did you, well, let's start with what you said. You want to invite Iowa to the spot after they lost. Back to what you said, Corey, this has never been done in the history of basketball ever. The losers never get an invite. No.
Oh.
And if you're a loser, why would you want to be in the presence of the winners? What are you doing?
Right.
All right, cool. I'm gonna talk to you about why, you know, for a number of reasons why this turned my stomach. Again, this going back to the whole, you know, John Cena, Tony Yayo, whatever you want to call it thing. Corey, this part of basketball, man. One reason why I love Angel Reese so much, and I've been telling my wife this damn near half the season that I've been watching LSU. I like her because she talks shit. She talks shit and she backs it up. When she scores, bro, when she scores on them girls, she gets a one-handed rebound and goes back up. She tells them they too small. She put out the too small signal and tell them they too small. I love that.
That's beautiful.
I love the way when Flage gets tough and she scores. I like the way Angel Reese comes over and just pats her on the head like a little pet. You know what I mean? Like, good girl. Like that.
So
she
entertaining.
I love it. I love the fact that she looked at her. And let me tell you, I'm gonna tell you, when I saw Caitlin do that to I think it was Van Lith.
Yeah.
Girl that played for, you said Louisville?
Louisville.
She did that to Van Lith. At that moment, I wasn't aware that she had been doing it all season because and I haven't been catching any of the Iowa games like that. But I saw it and I laughed. And I saw Rebecca Lobo say, I don't even know what that is. Because you know what I mean? Because because it was slow-mo of her doing it. Rebecca was like, I don't even know what that is. And
what is that?
I was laughing because I told my wife, I said, yo, she just did it. You can't see me on shorty. She going crazy. Because I like that.
Yes.
Talk your shit and back it up.
Yes.
I'm from the era where if you don't want me to talk shit, do something about it then.
Do something.
Stop it. Do something. Yep. Because guess what? Every time I hit this bucket on you, like you said, I'm going to throw my hands up. I'm going to too small you. You feel me? I'm gonna flex my muscles.
I love it.
I'm gonna stare you down. You feel me? I'm from the Sean Kemp era.
There you say that.
What I'm saying? That's the era we from. I'm from the. You get dunked on by Kemp, he pointing at you. I'm from that era. You don't like it? Stop it. So, I when she did it, I said, baby, Angel Reese is somewhere watching that, and she's gonna bring that back up if she gets a chance. And sure enough, as soon as she did it, I said, I told you, Shorty was gonna get him. And I like the fact that even when it was 10 seconds ago, she kept guarding her, she kept talking shit. She got in the face and did it. I'm with all that. She did a ring joint. I'm with all that, Corey. I'm with everything. I'm with it all. Because if you know anything about not just basketball, sports, period, it's shit talking involved. This is part of the game. If you don't want shit to get talked to you, don't play no sport. Don't play anything competitive. Because here's a news flash. Right. I ain't even got to be on the court to talk my shit. When I'm on a game on 2K, I'm talking my shit. Because guess what? I'm in that mood. I'm competitive, and most importantly, I'm having fun.
I mean, Big V, real quick. I mean, this is so rhetorical. Have you been to a black person's house where they played spades? Come on, man. I've seen fights happen over a spade game involving no money.
I take it a step lower. Uno. We talk shit during Uno, Corey. What are we talking about, bro? Come on. You can't throw a draw two on that. We you know what I mean? We got all kind of shit we get to argue and talk shit about because guess what? It's fun. It's competitive. If you don't want shit to be fun and competitive, don't play nothing because shit is going to get talked. Anything fun and competitive.
That's right.
I watched my two kids who are close in age talk shit to each other in their own way.
Yeah.
Because they're being fun and competitive. And boy, let me tell you, the dad, I encourage it. I egg them on because at this point, I know what get their bells working. I know what lights a fire up in there. I'm like, yo, you gonna let her do that to you like that? Man, your sister going hard, bro. I don't know. You know what I mean? I know. I'd be like, man, your brother, man, he's doing a great job. Or I just compliment him a little bit more than I might her. And I know that she hears that and it's going to fuel her to go and do something spectacular. I know. I love it and I encourage it. Yo, this whole thing has gotten raced, and here's why, Corey. Miss Jill, let me ask you a question. And it's basically going to be rhetorical to me. If LSU would have lost, would you have invited them?
You know, we know the answer to that one, Big V.
You know how we know? Because she has recently recanted her statement. Yes. Got it. Don't worry about it.
And let's be clear. Let's be clear with that. I forgot to bring up Big V. It was her publicist that recanted.
Got it.
Now, did it come from Jill? Maybe.
Come on, we know. Come on. We know what's up. We know a PR stunt. We see it. Please stop. You know what I mean? Please stop, dog. You wouldn't have invited that 98% team of black girls up there if they would have lost. Let's just talk about it. You gonna make it racy? Let's jump into it then, because now you have made a sport that I love racy. Not just you, Miss Biden, but these dumbass announcers too. Call Angel Reese hood, classless. The list goes on. An idiot, all kind of stuff. For doing the exact same thing that Caitlyn did. Only difference is she's black.
Exact thing.
She's black.
I mean the exact same thing. We ain't even talking about creation.
No remixing or nothing. She didn't two-handed. She didn't do no crap. She did the same thing. She didn't diddy it up. She gave you the yayo. You feel me? She should get the yayo. You know what I mean? Little Scarface reference.
There you go.
You know, man. You know, and I just want to know, if LSU would have won, would you have wanted Joe to extend his hand to the LSU 98% team of black girl losers? Probably not. But you know what makes me so frustrated, Corey? Because I had this conversation with my wife today about this whole thing that we're discussing right now. Because it wasn't an argument, but it was a teachable moment for my wife because bless her heart, she wants to give everybody the benefit of the doubt. And and she doesn't, and which is fair. And also, she asked me questions because she can't answer certain things because she's not black. So yes, some things I have to ask her, and it'd be a teachable moment because I'm not white. You know,
and that's beautiful.
And that's beautiful.
Oh, another note. Yep.
I had to tell her, she said, I don't like that they've made this whole thing racy. I said, baby, me either. But let me tell you something. Anytime there's a team of niggas involved, it's going to get racy, especially if they're good. I said, let me take it back for you because you don't know anything about college basketball. We saw the same thing happen to the Fab Five, Corey. This ain't nothing
Oh
new.
my
This
God.
ain't nothing new. The Fab
Say that.
Five, the Fab
Say
Five
that.
got death threats all over the place. They
Yes.
they threatened Jalen Rose and Chris Webber's moms, the whole team mom. You know,
Ridiculous.
like bro, they even I think the coach who was white, bless his heart, was even getting death threats too.
He was catching smoke.
For
Yeah.
coach for letting a team of 5 young black men start. Because let me
That's
tell
right.
you, if you don't know, that was the first five black men to ever start for any college basketball team.
And if I'm not mistaken, Big B, those guys, they were freshmen. So you had seniors there. They lost their spot to the Fab Five.
And mind you, Corey, they got flack for what they brought to the game for what is now deemed swag. Hey, for you young guys, you young people that don't know, you see the basketball players wearing the big shorts now. It wasn't always like that. You can thank the Fab Five for that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Your little all black Nike socks that you like to wear. You can thank the Fab Five for that. All that comes from them. The black you playing with the all black Nikes and all that. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, fam. The
Zooms,
the all black Zooms. Yo,
yeah.
Come on. You can thank the Fab Five for that. But guess what? We saw the same thing happen to them when they was going up against Duke. Oh man, we hate that team for the black guys going up against the white boy. Come on, we've seen it before.
Can I bring up the convicts versus Catholics in football with Miami and Notre Dame back in the 90s, if I'm not mistaken? Corey, I don't like talking about it either.
I don't either.
Act like it ain't there.
Yeah. But right, and that's the thing. I'm done. Like every time I try to act like it ain't there, y'all bring it up. It whether be the media or politicians. Y'all make it racy, and it shouldn't be, man. These girls are 19 and 20 years old.
That's right.
They ain't doing nothing that Russell Westbrook don't do in the WNBA. Candace Parker, not WNBA, but the NBA. What Candace Parker don't do in the WNBA. Like, it's plenty of girls that get out here and talk shit and play basketball. Yes. That's the beauty of competition, and not just basketball, football, soccer, lacrosse, whatever you want to do. And guess what? Oh, by the way, if you didn't know, we've seen this in tennis too. Y'all try to do that with Venus and Serena. We've seen this in tennis too. We've seen the same thing.
Indian Wells in particular, where they got death threats. And they quit playing the Indian Wells because of overt racism toward those two black girls.
And it's sad, Corey. And I didn't want to think about it happening because in my mind, I said, yo, if LSU or South Carolina go and get this ship again, it's going to get racy. I knew it, Corey. I said to myself, especially going up against Iowa, it's going to get racy because those LSU and South Carolina, both are predominantly black teams. You know what I mean? And I hate to say it, but the world just seems to not like that, Corey. For whatever reason, the world, every time it comes to that, Corey, we saw it with Simone Biles, man.
Yes.
Gymnastics, Corey.
Gymnastics. And I want to say something real quick. It's gender-based and racially based. We talk about how in the black community, how strides have been made, but we still got ways to go, right? And I want to amend that, actually. I think strides have been made for black men. I think, unfortunately, the black woman is far behind in that. Because you look at this, Big V, ain't nobody have a problem with Magic Johnson and Larry Bird talking trash when they was in college. Nobody had a problem with that.
Good point.
Right? Russell Westbrook can rock the baby all night long. Right?
Iverson can step over somebody.
Allen Iverson can step over somebody and it is applauded. Right? And it's just that you look at, let me keep it men versus women here. And that's why I say what I said, is that Angel Reese, the Bayou Barbie, and Caitlin Clark, let me be clear, because this ain't against Caitlin Clark. This is against the mind frame.
Right.
Similar to Magic Johnson and Larry Bird back in the, Larry Bird was the great white hope.
Yep.
Back in the 80s, where more of the brothers rooted for the Lakers and Magic Johnson.
Right.
And you kind of see that starting to happen again. And, because if this happened in the men's college basketball game, nothing would happen. And you know what, real quick, Big V, when I grew up, and probably saying when you grew up, one of my first loves was WWE wrestling, man.
Right.
I tell you, I never thought about race. Hogan was my favorite wrestler. This dude had me saying prayers and taking vitamins every night, Big V. Macho Man Randy Savage.
Ultimate Warrior.
Ultimate Warrior. Dustin Rhodes. I could go on and on and on. And it really wasn't until like I got older where it's like, well, yeah, it wasn't a lot of black people in wrestling back in the 80s like it should have been. Like you had your Junkyard Dogs. You had your Coco Beware. Right? You had people of color like Jimmy Snooker, right? Who was vastly underrepresented. But it's like, I really didn't even care about that at that age because it was so entertaining. And that's what this game was. It was even though the game itself led to a big margin, my wife, she can't stand Kim Mulkey. She hates the ground that she walks on, right? She don't like her outfit, baby. She ain't studying it. My wife ain't here for it. And you know me, I'm on the actual opposite because I find Kim Mulkey entertaining. I
love her.
I don't agree with her stances politically. I don't agree with what she did with Brittany Griner, right? I don't agree with none of that. But to sit here and say that she don't deserve the props of that of a Gino Auriemma or a God rest her soul, Pat Summitt in women college basketball, you're going to have to start mentioning Kim Mulkey with them because she's starting to win every single place she goes. She recruits her ass off, and the players love her. So we can sit here and give Bobby Knight props. Bad as he was, his kids loved him. Well, most of them, not all of them. But Kim Mulkey, man, this lady is the truth. She's the truth. And you know what, man? Of her my wife called her a disco tiger because she's a tiger, but she wears a whole bunch of sparkly, puffed up stuff. Like she looked like a damn disco tiger. That one took me down, Big V. Got to give props to my wife on that one. So I said, well, this disco tiger, she's tough, man. So I got to give a salute to Kim Mulkey and the job that she's doing, man. I hate it has to come to this, but
yeah. Yeah, man. Shout out to Kim Mulkey, man. Yeah. And again, man, shout out to Caitlin Clark for
yes. This is not an attack on Caitlin.
No, absolutely not.
She is the best college basketball player that's out right now.
Yeah, shout out to her for being a G and saying that Angel don't deserve none of this flack that the media and everybody else is giving her. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause she don't. This is I like when a competitor recognizes another competitor. Yes. And that's what this is. You know what I mean? I took my hat to both teams for just putting the work and making it there all the way to the championship. We know how hard that is. And major shout out to Kim Mulkey, man. I actually forgot about some of that stuff you mentioned with the Brittany Griner things and stuff like that. Is this a fourth championship, Corey? Third, fourth?
I think this is her third one.
Third one. Hey, you got to start mentioning her.
Girl bad, man.
I mean, she really turned around a 9-win team. I think they said LSU women's team won nine games last year.
Yeah. Oh, and let me correct that, Big V. She do have 4 championships. She got 4. 05, 2012, 2019, 2023.
Gotta respect it.
Won 2 of them as a player back in 81 and 82.
Oh man, she loaded. Okay. Got it. Okay. Yeah, gotta respect it. She's up there with like I said, Gino Auriemmas and all that. Yeah.
You ain't gotta like her, dude. You better respect that resume because she got one.
Definitely.
Disco Tiger. I like the Disco Tiger.
I like the Disco Tiger. Go Disco Tiger. You know what I mean? Like, keep doing your thing. I like the way she talk. You know what I mean? She be talking that sass. I like that fire.
I like that, Big V.
I like that fire.
Sports is entertainment. I still like to be entertained. I don't like to think about race and gender with my sports, man. But
no, I don't. I don't want to see a Bill Belichick in the fucking presser is what I don't want to see. You know
Mr. Closed Caption, you don't want to see that.
No, I don't. I want to see somebody with some personality. Yes, that's
like it.
Yes, I love it. Yes, man. Again, man, yeah, shout out to the LSU Tigers though, man, on being the national champions.
Yeah.
We're not going to discuss the men's game. It was trash. I'm just going to put it out there. We're going to give a shout out to UConn for winning it. But
Shout
yo,
out to you guys.
San Diego State, I don't know what the hell y'all was doing. Like, yeah, oh my God, the men's game was terrible. It just wasn't. It didn't have no fire for me, Corey. I'm be honest
Well,
with you.
Big V, real quick. I know we coming up on time. Like I said, I was under the weather. I actually fell asleep during the game. First of all, the game ain't come on to 9:20. It's always been like that. I hate that.
I hate that too.
I watched a condensed version of the game. And saw where San Diego State got within 5.
Yeah.
But the little bit that I did watch, I just did not see.
Mm-mm.
I just was not convinced that San Diego had a snowball's chance in hell in that game. I just wasn't. Hey, look, all you can do is beat whoever they put in front of you and salute to UConn. And I tell you what, UConn is a blue blood. I don't care what nobody say. They're that good.
At this point, yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, man, that is our show for the day. I want to appreciate everybody that be tapping in, tuning in. Whether you watching the shorts on YouTube, catching the clips on Instagram, have you catching it? You know what I mean? Pause, keep catching it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Super Bowl.
Just keep doing that because we're gonna keep, pumping it out. Pause. You know what I'm saying? And just, and we coming up on almost episode 70. You know what I mean?
Up.
So we're going to keep plugging away. As long as sports is out there, we're going to keep it fire for y'all.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I mean? Yo, catch us next week. Same time, same network, man. Skyzone.Society network. You know what I mean? Until then, y'all know how we're going to keep it, right? Peace, man.